about. Nothing to think about at all. And then on top of all that, we've spent a bit of money, fair dues, but who have we got? We've got Guardiola, we've got Kovacic. Let's say that's 100 million for the pair. Doku and the other fella, we spent about 210 million quid, I reckon. And that's going to be spread over 5 years. So it's hitting our accounts at 40 million a season. Well, we've just popped in 150 million profit on sale of players. FFP is a thing of the past, in my opinion, the way we're going at the moment. So it's like, hey, you look brilliant now. You look nice and clear, Bernard. So yeah, FFP's gone. Got a load of money in. So I can't see. We got the capacity. Don't get me wrong. If someone came up that we thought we really wanted him, we were looking at him for next summer. For instance, if Matoma came up now and we said, well, we were thinking of putting a bid in for him next year, then maybe we'll go for it. But can you imagine? Or Kashkavelia. I mean, I'm already looking ahead at next year's business. If Doku does well, we know we're going to lose Bernardo Silva next year, more than likely. Could we go out and get Mitoma or Kashkavelia? I mean,
did I see something about a release clause for Kashkavelia?
90 million euros.
Yeah.
And that's the only way we can do business with Napoli, because you can't. Napoli don't want that. They want a bidding war. They want to, they've seen idiots like Man United pay 80 million for Martinez and what's that fella, Anthony. They've seen Chelsea paying silly money. They don't want a release clause of 90 million euros. That's nothing these days. I think if that fella was on the market this summer, he'd have been the most expensive purchase this summer. He'd have been more than Bellingham, more than Rice, more than Caicedo. If Chelsea are involved, he'd have been 130 million quid, that fella, maybe a bit more. So, but that's for next summer. That's for next summer. So we'll see how that goes. Anything else going on City-wise today, Bernard? I'm sure there's something I missed.
No, I mean, when I got back, I mean, I've been quite tied up the last 3 hours, so I've not been really checking the internet, but I've not seen anything particularly.
Well, Cole Palmer's had his medical today. That should be going through today.
No, I'm not seeing the official thing of Núñez yet. What's going on with that?
Oh no, that's been done. That's been done. The verbal thing's been done. That were yesterday. No, that's done. Núñez is done. Even what's his face? Gary O'Neill was talking about it in the press conference today. So I think the Núñez business is done. Sky Sports reported it this morning. City will pay 53 million quid. Don't know if that's including add-ons, but 53 million quid is remarkably near 60 million euros. Which is kind of what we said, 60 million euros. The EFL, I don't know what this is about. The EFL have confirmed there's a Carabao Cup draw error involving Newcastle United and Manchester City. Don't know what that's about, but it's probably a bit of clickbait. You know what it is. That was it. EFL admit a Carabao Cup draw blunder, which saw Newcastle and Norwich mixed up, with Magpies handed brutal fixture in the third round against Manchester City. Yeah, well, we'll see. So yes, City.
When did they make a mess of the? Was it last year they made a mess of the Champions League? Had to do it again. Was it the year before?
I don't know, honestly, mate. I
remember they drew out and something happened and they had to redo it. Was that last year or the year before?
I can't remember. To be honest, I stopped doing it.
The same team came out twice, if I remember rightly. It was United's group, I think. So it's probably a couple of years ago.
I tell you what's going to be. Let's move on to Champions League. There was something else that went on today, and I'm racking my brains, and I just can't see it. Is today the anniversary of when we bought KDB? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Today
or yesterday. Yeah, I've seen it on my timeline anyway.
Yeah. Right. I was looking at Champions League. Let's pull it up on see if it's on the BBC. Right. It is quite brutal for somebody. It's going to be brutal. Let me have a look if I can pull up the Champions League. No, BBC is showing last year, so stay up to date, BBC. Let's pull up the Champions League. Well, I was hoping to easily see the groups, but obviously City are in the top group alongside people like, if I'm right, PSG, Real Madrid, actual winners. Not Real Madrid, sorry, PSG, Barcelona, actual winners of their leagues. That's the way it should be. It should be just them, but it is what it is.
What do you think of the winners of the winners of the Europa, like Sevilla being in it? Would you think that's right?
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Because otherwise, what do? You just keep playing in the Europa League and win it and just stay there. I think you deserve a prize. And
I've always thought the third place going into the Europa was a bit dodgy. I've never liked that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have 5 next year, aren't we? So it is a bit ridiculous. Let's look at the
more games next year, isn't there? A lot more games.
Yeah,
Is it 10 games against different teams and all this palaver?
It's going to be a nightmare, especially when you've got the Club World Cup as well. Let's have a look at the Champions League pots, because it's going to be tough. Let me open
especially if they carry on with this extra time malarkey where they're playing 10% extra on top, of what it is.
Well, here we go. I'm going to rattle through the groups. So pot 1, we've got City, champions, Sevilla, Europa League holders, Barcelona, Napoli. It's good to have them in the top group. Bayern Munich, PSG, Benfica, Feyenoord. Pot 2, Real Madrid, Man United, Inter, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Leipzig, Porto, Arsenal. In pot 3, you've got Shakhtar Donetsk, Salzburg, RB Salzburg, Milan, AC Milan, Braga, PSV, Lazio, Crvena Zvezda, that's from Serbia, and Copenhagen. We've got Young Boys. In pot 4, we've got Young Boys, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, Celtic, Newcastle. Wow, it was pot 4. No one wants them. Union Berlin, Antwerp, and Lens from France.
What pot of Rangers in?
Or pot of Liverpool in. That's what you really want to know. Match day 1, 19th to the 20th of September.
Yeah, I'm back. I was panicking there. I looked at it. I thought, what date am I back? I'm back in work on the 20th, so I'm back on the 17th.
Available. Yes, I've got. I'm here that week. No one's asked me.
We'll be away that week, mate. We'll be away first.
What's that?
We'll be away first.
What do you mean? Oh,
I don't know. We might be at home first. I have no idea. But
I'm available. Let's put this way. At the moment, match day 1 and 2, I'm available. Match day 4.
I said it could be away from home anyway.
What's that?
It could be away from home anyway, unless the top seeds play at home first.
Well, I'm looking at this. Unfortunately, I think it's only match day 3 that I'm away. Everything else I'm due to be here. So fingers crossed for that. For that's just on a personal note. I don't know what's happening with this league, Champions League. It keeps turning my phone off. They're still bubbing about. All right. So Bayern in Group A, Sevilla in Group B, Napoli Group C. So I'm not watching it live. I'm just watching the live updates because I don't really want to watch it live. It just takes ages. Potentially, you know, I've looked at this, and you could have a draw where you've got, I guess, Newcastle. You could have AC Milan. You could have Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. That's a group of death, that. And the best, I'm guessing the best we could have is maybe Porto, City, PSV, and Lens, Antwerp, or Celtic. That'd be or Young Boys. The Young Boys beat Man United, so you've got to be careful. So, So Group D, we got Benfica. Group E, we got Feyenoord. It doesn't really matter who comes out of these pots, to be honest, because it's only when you get into pot 2 that you start putting things together. But the worst thing for us, we'd have Man City, Real Madrid, Milan, and Celtic. I think Celtic would be. We should beat them, but it'd be tough. I think.
I don't want Celtic.
I don't want them, but I'm just saying that's probably the toughest.
We can't. They'll be there for weeks in the ground afterwards. You know what they're like? They get everywhere.
Yeah, I understand. It's got a bit quiet. No more comments. I don't know if everybody's gone off.
We might all be watching it live.
Man City, Group G, and PSG Group F. So we're in Group G. That's the starting point. Well, we've got 4 people watching. Has everybody gone out? I mean, this is a quiet. Well, I've got to be honest. The streams we do are generally very quiet. The live streams we do. The videos do all right. I mean, even that Cole Palmer. It's a funny thing. Cole Palmer no one's interested in Cole Palmer. Because when I do a Cole Palmer video, no one watches. I do a video on Mahrez.
When he was leaving, playing, hasn't he, mate? He's not been playing, so...
Who?
Cole Palmer. He's not a regular, is he? So people aren't that bothered.
Oh, no. But people weren't bothered about Laporte. That didn't do anything.
Laporte has played. All I'm saying is Laporte is classed as a first teamer. Yeah. Cole Palmer's never been classed as a first teamer.
But what I mean is when I put the videos out, no one was interested in Laporte video. No one was interested in Mahrez's video. No one was interested in Walker's video. I was really puzzled. And then Palmer's actually done all right. Actually, Carlos Borges did really well, but that's because West Ham fans were watching the video because they were interested. They thought he was going there. So they were the ones watching it. So here are your groups. Group A, we got Bayern. Group B, we got Sevilla. Group C, we got Napoli. Group D, Benfica. Group E, Feyenoord. Group F, Paris Saint-Germain. Group G, Manchester City, holders of the Champions League. Group H, Barcelona, who couldn't even get out of their group last time. So bad that they got beat by Man United in the Europa League. Let's have a look what's coming through. Dortmund, the next team out. Let's see where they're going. Hi, Spencer Mark. Hope you well, buddy. So, guys, let's have some chat going. Let's have some guys. Let's have some new subscribers. Let's have some thumbs up, guys. Let's
with the new style next season, is it you can draw an English team then next year, can't you?
No idea, mate. That's the truth. That's the truth.
I'm sure I saw it so that you can end up drawing your own country.
I suppose if you're playing that many, if you've got 16 teams, it's very hard not to play an English team because it's there's 24 teams in it. To be honest, I was interested when it came out, and then I thought this is pile of poo, and I've not been bothered to.
Well, there's 32 in this year, so there's going to be more than that, isn't there? There's 40, isn't there? Is it 40?
2 lots of 20.
Yeah.
Or 2 lots of 24. I've got
4 lots of 10. I have no idea. I can't remember.
We're old school. We want the winners to be in it, and then we'll be in it. No, the truth is, if it was just the winners of competitions in it, we'd have won it several times because we've been in it so many times.
Yeah, won the league. I think that's a fair comment. If we'd had a half decent team like the days of Forest and Villa and United and Liverpool, I think if it was still in that format, I think we'd have a few in the bag.
Absolutely.
They might have more as well, the other teams, but we'd have a few more. We'd have more than one.
We would. In the last 5 years, absolutely. Yeah. We won the league 5 times in the last 5 years. I reckon if it was just the winners, we'd have 2 or probably 3 just in the last 5 years because we've been good. And maybe even under Bobby Mank, we could have done something. So Arsenal, Arsenal are out next. They haven't been here for ages, have they, Arsenal?
I thought you said Dortmund. Did they go to someone?
Dortmund came out, but on the Champions League website, they've not told me where Dortmund are. So I'm going to have a look now I'm going to have to move across to the BBC's website to get an update because Champions League, their own website, has told me Dortmund are out, but they're not told me where they are.
Dortmund, they're PSG.
Yeah, I've just read that now. PSG. Arsenal are out. They go with Sevilla. Oh, lucky so-and-sos, aren't they?
I know.
I mean, having said that, Sevilla would beat them probably, but that is lucky. I think Arsenal very lucky to get into a group with Sevilla. They could have had anybody. They could have had Barcelona. They could have had Bayern or PSG. So they've got lucky, Arsenal. That's almost enough to get through, I think, drawing Sevilla.
Yeah.
Almost. It all depends on who they get in the other groups, but they could have had Napoli. Wow. So I think they got dead lucky there. Oh, that's great. The chat. So basically, the UEFA website with its live updates tells you who's been drawn out of the pot, but don't tell you where they go. Atletico, right? They joined Feyenoord in Group E. So it's good. I wouldn't have liked to play Atletico, but it does mean Real Madrid is still there.
I mean, why? I mean, obviously Feyenoord.
Sorry, Man United playing Bayern Munich.
Are they?
Yeah, that's nice. That's two defeats for Man United there. Come on, Harry Kane.
Why is the Dutch league rated so high? Is it because there's not that many decent leagues?
They're in the. If you look at the top 5 leagues, okay, that's England, Spain, Germany, Italy, and France. France are 5th, and I guess the Dutch league is just after that. The Netherlands, as they are, not Holland, the Netherlands and Portugal are just behind the top 5. Well, that's good. Man United play Bayern Munich. Leipzig play Manchester City. RB Leipzig. Have you ever been?
Oh, again?
Yeah. RB
boring.
But that's a humdinger.
You want to play someone new, don't you? That's the whole idea. I suppose next year we'll be able to do, because there's a lot more teams. We get more chance to play someone different.
Yeah. But I mean, already you got a humdinger of a group, Paris and Dortmund. That's going to be a tough old group.
Bayern and United.
Well, that's not tough yet, is it? It really depends who comes
out.
It's
empty at the moment, probably then.
It's just Bayern, in it, because Man United aren't tough.
Well, I'm on TNT and they're way behind.
Well, I'm on the blooming Champions League site and they're 2 minutes behind. I mean, I'd have to go downstairs and put BT on to get it in real time. I can't be bothered. I mean, it's not going to make any difference being a minute delayed, is it? I could put the volume on, but I don't want to. Let's put it on big screen. If I put the big screen on. No. So you don't let me have a easy big screen, and it's not great viewing. It's Joe Cole opening the balls.
Is that who it is?
Joe Cole's there, yeah.
Why is it? What's so special about him?
No idea, mate. Inter will play Benfica. What a
Inter. Yeah.
Nothing. To be honest, it's Porto are out and they play with Barcelona. So Barcelona got a chance there. Porto got a chance.
So it's just Napoli's group now, is it?
Yeah. I think it's all, well, there's a little bit of interest in when the group pot 2 balls are drawn out. It's a pot 3. I think that gets me more and more interested. Real Madrid, Napoli. Wow. Wow. Can you imagine? I said, throwing Newcastle in that group. That's what I want. I want Newcastle in there. Newcastle.
How many years are we in pot 4? We were in pot 4 for 2 or 3 years, weren't we?
Yeah. Back in the old days, mate. Wow. So the tough groups, Bayern Munich, Man United, let's give them some credit. PSG, Borussia Dortmund, and Napoli, Real Madrid. Wow. The big team going to go out, mate.
Well,
you still
only
got
one
AC
team can
Milan.
win it, mate. Only one team can get to the final and win it. So
you got AC Milan, Lazio. There's not any real humdingers in that pot three. AC Milan and Lazio, the two for me. Nobody else. I think, I'm scared of them. Pot four, Newcastle. There's not as many good teams as you'd expect.
Apparently United have put in a bid in for Salah.
Yeah, behave. United
That's what it says on here.
Behave on what?
That's just some Twitter guy.
No. Because United wanted Amrabat and they offered, was it a 2 million loan fee for Amrabat?
90 million for Salah.
Oh, behave. And they're getting that. Who are they getting now? That Reguilon from Spurs for about £1 million on loan. You don't want to be with Milan. Can you imagine? Napoli, Napoli can't have Milan. Milan could be with Bayern Munich, Man United, Milan. That would be another one. But I think the hard one you don't want is Milan. But last season, I think Napoli were in Group 4, so they were a horrible one to pick up in Group 4. This is us. This is us. Didn't see that. I missed it as it came out. Shakhtar. No, it's not us. It's not Shakhtar. Shakhtar will be in Group H with Barca. Oh, that's the last round. UEFA useless. They're not messing about, are they?
What are we up to now? We had the pot threes yet?
We're on pot 3, I think.
We got any yet?
Yeah, Shakhtar. They're playing Barcelona and Porto.
Shakhtar,
right. Crvena Zvezda. Crvena Zvezda. They are drawn at pot 3. Chuck them in with City. Come on.
Who are they?
A Serbian team. I don't know what this stupid thing is up to. I trust UEFA to cock it up. Everybody's quiet again. The two people who are watching are quiet. Wow. I know we were boring, but I didn't think we were this boring. No one's watching.
Oh, it's all been done way behind.
Yeah, everybody's gone. No, they're with Man City. There you go. Crvena Zvezda are with Man City.
How do you spell it?
Crvena. And Zvezda, once you put the Sverna in, you'll be getting it enough. PSV, Sevilla and Arsenal. Man, come on. How easy is this for Arsenal? Oh, they're Red Star Belgrade.
And Arsenal.
Mate, that's Red. That Serbian club is Red Star Belgrade. In all money.
Oh, with City?
Yeah.
Who's in with Arsenal then?
PSV.
Oh, PSV, right.
PSV and Sevilla, Arsenal. If Arsenal don't get through, they'll have bottled it. So PSV get a easy for Arsenal, and there's no one in Group 4 that scares you because the scary one is Newcastle. Milan are in Group F.
That's a good one. PSG, Dortmund, and Milan. AC Milan.
Yeah, throw in Newcastle. Woo! No, but I want Newcastle to be with Napoli and Real Madrid. Newcastle fans would love that.
Yeah, why not? They're not, it'd be a miracle to win it. So we'll just have some good games.
Have some fun. I mean, come on, going to Napoli, going to Madrid. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Would be awesome. So the BBC is a few minutes behind, isn't it? No one's on time. So Milan there, what a group that's going to be. But that group 4, as I said, there'd be some interesting going away to get something like Galatasaray would be interesting. Lens would be an interesting game to go to in northern France. If I remember correctly, their ground, people come from all over northern France to watch Lens. Let me have a look at Lens population. Population for Lens. See, the ground is bigger than the population of the ground holds. The ground's capacity is bigger than the town. The town is only 30,000 people. And if I remember rightly, the Lens capacity would be over 50,000. I'm sure of it. Well, actually, I'm wrong. It's 38,000. But if you probably never watched, well, you're a film buff. RB Salzburg joined Benfica and Inter Milan in Group D. Do you remember Bienvenue le Stich or whatever?
Who?
You've never watched it? I can't believe
Lazio, Feyenoord and Atletico.
You never watched Bienvenue le Stich?
I didn't know Lazio were in the Champions League. They're playing Feyenoord and Atletico.
Yeah, all right. At least you're up to date. Lazio, Feyenoord and Atletico. I want to know why you haven't seen Bienvenue le Stich.
I've never heard of it, mate. Is it French?
Yeah, it's basically Welcome to the Sticks. It's actually a good film, mate. Go and watch it. Trust me. It is a good film. 2008 with Danny Boone. And it's basically northern France. And to launch to watch a game, and anyway, if you watch it, I won't tell it, anything.
You might ruin it for me.
No, not the going to Lens where they just go to watch Lens play. It's nice. I've watched it a few. I've got it on DVD. I watched it a few times. I might go and watch it. No, I haven't got time to watch it tonight.
Braga. Napoli, Real Madrid. Braga.
Yeah. Nice for Napoli and Real Madrid. So Bayern and Man United, who have they got?
Nobody yet.
There's only 2 teams left. 2 easy teams.
There's only one team left, isn't there? There's only one left now.
Salzburg and Copenhagen. Well, Copenhagen are out. I missed Copenhagen coming through. They're with Bayern and Man United.
FC Copenhagen.
Easy peasy, innit? Nothing hard. But United will make a pig's ear of it, won't they? They have that.
Probably. They always do, don't they?
Yeah. But not always. Give them credit. They won it. How long ago was it? 24 years? I think they won it
when they've been average. They've made a pig's ear of it while they've been the last 10 years while they've been average.
So the group so far, we got Bayern Munich, Man United, Copenhagen, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, Benfica, Inter Milan, RB Salzburg, Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, PSG, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, the champions Manchester City, RB Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade. Then we've got Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk. Right, here we go.
So we're interested in Newcastle. I'm interested in not getting Celtic. So
obviously we can't get Newcastle because another English team, but we can get Celtic because they're from Scotland.
No, we didn't do very well against them last time, did we?
Patrick Roberts. We did that badly. Even Patrick Roberts scored, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how bad we did. Are you excited by this Champions League job, Bernard?
No.
I'll give them credit. At least they're getting through it. Once they started, they're getting through it.
Yeah, round of 16. Round of 16 is the best.
Yeah. And my missus said, I was asking me when we could go out shopping. So I've got to talk to Bernard for 2 hours. I thought it might take a bit of time, but it's going to be done by 6.
Be done in another 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Done by in 5 minutes. 2 minutes to have a chat about it. Let's just see. So Real Sociedad are in Group D. Group D. So you're not keeping up to track. So that's with Benfica, Inter, and RB Salzburg. Bit of a soft group, that, isn't it?
Yeah, Inter should be all right.
That was David Silva's last club, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Inter will be happy.
Yeah, it looks an easy one. Benfica, Inter, Salzburg, and Real Sociedad. Come on, Newcastle, come on out.
Come on down.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Newcastle.
Ooh.
Group F.
That's a good one.
What did I say?
Cracking group.
What did I say? Paris, Dortmund, Milan, Newcastle. Woo! Look, they can do some good shopping there, can't they? Paris, Milan, Dortmund.
See what they're made of, mate. See what they're made of.
Do you reckon they can get through?
I mean, they'll be resting players for the Carabao Cup game against us, won't they?
Oh, dear.
I would say they're going to struggle to get through that.
Just don't know, mate. You know,
so if they do, all credit to them, but you know, they might end up in the Europa, but they might end up with nothing.
But part of me looks at it and says, it really depends if they can get better as the season progresses. You know, new players, everything else. Will they get better as the season progresses? If they do, then why not? Why can't they beat, PSG in and out? I think they could do that. I don't see why Newcastle can't do it. I have faith in them.
Galatasaray in with United.
Yeah, chuck them in with United. Come on, lads.
So United should get through.
Yeah. Well, I think there was the thing is there was no real scary teams in pot 3 and 4 apart from Newcastle, and the English teams can't play Newcastle. So United have looked out, haven't they? United have looked out.
Yeah, well, they got previous against Galatasaray, aren't they? Getting stuffed by him, so that'll be all right.
Come on, Galatasaray. Come on, lads.
I bet City gets Celtic.
Oh, yeah, I was going to give up on this now and hang up, but I forgot that we need a 4th team.
Union Berlin.
Is that Napoli. Us? Or Napoli? That's not too bad.
Looking like Celtic. We're running out of teams now.
Might as well be Celtic, mate.
I don't want Celtic.
So there are 1, 2, 4 left. 5?
Yeah, 4, I think.
Yeah. So we've got 1 in 4 chance of it being Celtic. You know it's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah, Battle of Britain.
Well, if it is, I hope we batter them in footballing terms.
Young boys, we've got.
Young boys.
Young boys.
Well, they beat United, so we've got to be careful.
That's what I say. United didn't do very well against them, did they?
They're from Switzerland.
That's a nice trip for some of the lads who've never been.
Yeah.
Can't imagine you get many tickets for Red Star Belgrade, do they?
What, you think their ground's pretty small?
I just think they probably ban us from going. Is the wall still up?
Dave. Their capacity is 52,000.
I always assume it's just an awkward country to get to, but it's not really, is it?
Yeah. No, you get direct flights probably.
Lons in with Seville.
That's easy for Arsenal. Even Young Boys Stadium's 32,000.
Yeah. We've only got, what was it, 2 left now, haven't we? 2.
Well, there's going to be some fun made of their stadium, isn't it?
Celtic with Feyenoord, Atletico and Lazio.
So City will have to go to the Stadion Wankdorf to play Young Boys. So we're going to Wankdorf the Young Boys. Yes, very good. There's going to be some silly comments about that. It's almost done now.
One more. Don't know who's missing. Antwerp.
Yeah. And Antwerp will go in with
Barca, Porto, Shakhtar.
If they've done it properly. And if they haven't, they have to do it all again. Can you imagine?
Well, they've not duplicated anything. They don't think any are from the same countries, so we've got a chance.
You got a chance. They'll still find a way to cock it up.
Yeah, that's all right. I won't be worried, particularly if it was United, as long as they play half decent. Arsenal, as you said, have got an easy task, haven't they? Newcastle have got the toughest. As fourth seeds, it's bound to happen, isn't it? As if you're the fourth seeds, you've got a chance of getting a really tough group. Celtic aren't going to get through that, are they?
Atletico, Lazio.
Yeah,
I can see them maybe getting something against Feyenoord, but not sure about the other two.
Well, but no Spurs. What else? No Spurs. No Liverpool. What's going on here? Can't see them.
Chelsea?
No Chelsea. I can't see any of them. What's going on?
They're saving themselves for tomorrow, mate.
Oh, is it the Europa tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, since we had, I think, a maximum of 7 people on this one,
very well. They had a nice chat, hadn't it, mate?
Yeah. I don't think we'll be doing one for the Europa.
Spencer Mart's still there. He said he was here. I bet he's gone now. Go on, Spencer.
That was half an hour ago, mate. No, hang on, Man City sending me a message.
You sold your ticket already.
No, I've been on to make sure, mate. I've been on to make sure. That would really, that would take the biscuit, wouldn't it?
So, which is the group of death, mate? Is it what group?
F.
Group F?
I think so. And the other thing that came out was today. I forgot about the England team, England squad. So we've got Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Calvin Phillips, and Kyle Walker. A lot of people are unhappy that Harry Maguire's there, Calvin Phillips is there, and probably someone else who hardly play, and Henderson. They're not happy because some of these players, Calvin Phillips doesn't play, Harry Maguire doesn't play. So when Southgate said he picked players on form, he's picking his favourites. You know, Raheem Sterling's on form; he's on fire. I mean, I actually thought he should be in the squad because a couple of years ago he was one of the first names on the team sheet. He was your man, and now he's gone. I'm not buying that. So yeah, I've never liked Southgate in the job.
No, it's wasted. We'll never win anything with him in it. He's no charisma. He's got no quality.
You don't need charisma, but you need a bit of oomph about you, and he hasn't got it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's tactically, he's got a good set of lads there. Imagine Pep with that team. I'm sure he would have done better.
Oh yeah, we'd have won it. We'd have won everything. Right, full draw. Group A, Bayern Munich, Man United, Copenhagen, Galatasaray. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, Lens. Group C, Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, Union Berlin. Group D, Benfica, Inter Milan, RB Salzburg, Real Sociedad. Group E, Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, Celtic. Group F, the group of death, PSG, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, Newcastle. Group G, Manchester City, RB Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade, and Young Boys. And Group H, Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Royal Antwerp. Happy?
Any of your favourites you think might not get through? Any of the normal
Well,
Champions
if I'm
League
honest,
favourites?
I can't see past Bayern Munich and Man United from Group A.
No.
Group B will be interesting because I think Arsenal will get through, and any of the others can get through. I think so. So Sevilla could sneak through that. Group C, I can't see past Napoli and Real Madrid. Union Berlin can be on their day a decent outfit, but I can't see past Napoli and Real Madrid. Group D, Inter, and I think the other place is up for grabs.
Yeah.
Group E, you'd think Atletico and Lazio, but I think anybody's got a chance there, you know.
Apart from Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea got a chance.
Now, Chelsea shouldn't have a chance, but you never know. I mean, Brendan's back. He's not having a good start. Group F, I have no idea. PSG, Dortmund, Milan, Newcastle. I'm going to say PSG and Newcastle get through. Group G, City, Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade and Young Boys. I can't see past City and RB Leipzig. Group H, Barca, Porto, Shakhtar and Antwerp. I'm going to say Barcelona and Shakhtar Donetsk. Toss-up.
I think Porto might do it.
Yeah, I think it's a toss-up between Porto and Shakhtar. I mean, look,
we don't know much about Antwerp. They could be on fire for all we know.
We're going to be honest. We don't know much about European.
We're going off names. We're going off what we know about the history, aren't we? Really,
history clubs. Yeah. Well, thanks for the 50-odd.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for listening.
The 61 people have watched the last hour of
it was you for having subscribers. It was you doing subscribers only. That knocks it on the head.
That's the point, yeah. Did you put this on your channel as well?
Yeah.
That's
why they all dropped out.
Well, actually, that's probably right. Anybody who's a subscriber to your channel, I suspect can't comment unless you subscribe to mine.
Yeah, true.
And if they're on your channel watching,
thanks, Sean.
They won't come. Well, if they're on your channel watching, they won't come onto my channel to subscribe, so they can't comment. So I'll know that for next time. Thanks, lads. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for coming on.
Sean, mate, sticking it out.
You know, I would briefly put this Man United channel on because I was doing. I wanted to see. I can't remember. Was it Sophie Talks or some Alice Talks? That's it. And because I was waiting for this, it's about 10, 15 minutes or whatever before the game, I think, before this draw. And she had over 1,000 people on. Over 1,100 people at one time on a live stream. I don't know. I mean, I don't think, to be honest, she had the big screen and she was just in a little corner. So I can't tell. But I was thinking.
Sometimes they sound attractive, don't they? Did she sound attractive? When she comment, did she sound attractive?
Come on, I'm saying nothing, man. My missus is probably watching this. My missus is the third person.
She's the only one who is.
I was going to cheers. Mrs. is the third person.
Sure, you've got nothing to do with this young lady, have you, sure, mate?
I know we've had 65 people watch, which is, I suppose, is 65 more than
there were people desperate to find an up-to-date Champions League draw. They come across us and we're behind everyone else.
Oh, come on, mate. No, let's be honest. We've had Dre on, we've had Dougie on, Chris Welch, Sean, and Spencer Mart's 5 people there who've been good enough to comment. Now that there's only 2 watching, I think it's about time.
I think Doug out and Chris just jacked it in because they weren't in it.
they joined out of politeness, out of sympathy votes. But anyway, guys, there you have it.
Guys, thanks anyone.
Reminders. I'll try and remember, but I can't remember. We've got Red Star Belgrade. We've got Young Boys. I think they're in Bern, aren't they? And we have got RB Leipzig. So some new teams there. Young Boys.
Young Boys and Red Star. Have we played Red Star before? I don't think so.
I don't know. But the thing is, actually, the Red Star trip will be a long-ish trip, I think. Have we played them once? Our head-to-head record is, you're right. We've not played them at all.
Well, Andy said about what the salty boy, but no English clubs, apart from Newcastle, none of the other English clubs have got tough draws anyway. So Arsenal fans can't say anything with their group. United fans, all right, apart from Bayern Munich, can't say anything.
Yeah, but United are always going to get a big team.
Yeah, because they're in pot 2.
Yeah, no one can complain. I mean, Newcastle are the only ones who are thinking, blimey, what will
they're just in it for the crack, aren't they? That's how they look at it.
Leicester were in it for the ride, and they qualified from their group. So
we looked at it when we first qualified. We didn't really. We got through the group stage. We were happy, weren't we? And that's what Newcastle are going to think.
Yeah, you get through happy. Right, guys, take care. Enjoy yourselves. What day is it tomorrow? Friday. I'll try and see if we can do a stream to talk about Pep's press conference.
About the 10 new signings we've got from tonight.
Newcastle are cooking well. They're not cooked, mate. I think they've got a chance because the
other team's got to take points off each other anyway.
Yeah. You need 3 wins. 2 wins and 2 draws, or 2 wins and a draw might get you through. And I can see Newcastle getting points there. They're not going to be the wooden spoon brigade. I think they've got a reasonable enough chance. And for a pot 4 team, they're far too good for pot 4. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think we've got to be happy.
We could have had an easier group, put it that way.
Absolutely. But we've got to be focused on us. We've got to be, hey, look, now we've got 9 people have come on. 10. They're all coming now. They're all coming to watch. There's 9 from my channel, 1 on yours. No, now there's none on yours. 10 to 9. Someone's turned up to watch some film stuff, and now they find guys, we're down to 8. Guys, we were talking about films before. Bienvenue Les Ch'tis. Go and watch it. Danny Boone, good film in my opinion. Probably helped a little bit that I lived in France and all that, but it's still quite.
Is there a dub version?
I don't know, mate. I've got to be honest. I had the subtitles on, but no, I think it's worth it. I think you'll enjoy it. I think Yeah,
I like a lot, but it's just I don't really get much time to do subtitles now. I like to do other things while I'm watching my films.
Let's not go there. It's not that kind of film.
The Swimmer. I've heard of The Swimmer.
It might be. It may Johnny Weissmuller, and it might be French film, but it's not that kind of French film, mate.
The Swimmer. I don't know why that rings a bell or not. The Swimmer.
A man spends a summer day swimming as many pools as he can all over a quiet suburban town. That's the 1968 version. There's one in 2021.
Oh, Burt Lancaster was in the original.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. If I get a chance, I will have a look. I tend to watch new ones rather than old ones at the moment.
Yeah. Well,
thanks, Andy. Anyway, mate. Syrian's I've seen Syrian. Yeah, I've seen that.
Bienvenue Les Ch'tis. Go and watch it, mate. And if I had the time, I'd watch it now. Anyway, tomorrow we might come on and do something about the 2 new signings we get tomorrow on transfer deadline day, as well as more likely we'll just talk about Pep's press conference and see what Pep's got to say about our new signings, because I'm pretty sure he'll say...
It won't be Pep, it'll be Lilo.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Lilo Lil, I might not bother then. At least with Pep, you're talking about what Pep says, but Lilo Lil, I mean, first of all, it's got to go through an interpreter, and he's not the same as Pep, is it? Not the same. Hey, we've got 11 people on now. Let's just see where they're from. 11 people watching. Wow, we're cooking, mate. We're cooking on gas now. We're up to. Yeah, no, I don't think we're cooking on gas. I think it's time to go. Can't wait, lads. Wait, what? For us to go?
Can't wait to go. You can't wait to go and watch the Syrian and Swimmer
at the same time. No, it's a Syrian swimming across.
I've done that before. I've done that before. Now I've 2 films on. I'm watching 2 at the same time. I've done that before now.
Right,
cheers,
guys.
Andy. Thanks for that, Andy. Anyway, I'll have a look.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and hope it's helped you pass an hour. But we'll take care. We'll catch you tomorrow. See you around, Blues. Jam.